Wow, what a beautiful, vibrant blue sky we've got out there today. Not a cloud in sight. We go starting down here in South County at Richmond at the Preserve. That's what it looks like everywhere. And you don't have to take my word for it. Go outside, enjoy this weather. But we do have another day, or really two of this coming up. Maybe a little bit more cloud cover on Friday, but pretty much a carbon copy tomorrow. And this was on the whole very similar to yesterday as well. But again, we did have a few clouds yesterday. We've got none of the sort today. 73 here in PVD right now at TF Green. We've got temperatures as high as the mid 70s in parts of southeast Mass, but generally they've been in the lower 70s here across the map today. Slight breeze, not nearly as blustery as it was at times yesterday. So just a really comfortable day across the board. Yeah, satellite showing you there are no clouds here over southern New England. A few across parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and then a few down across the mid-Atlantic. But high pressure is in control, in charge right now, and it's just going to deflect any kind of weather system or, again, in some cases like here today, cloud cover away. But we do have a budding storm system over Florida right now. We're just off the coast of Florida. And unfortunately, the surrounding dynamics are going to facilitate this kind of closing off and becoming a more significant storm system. You can see that rain beginning to wrap around this low as we head into Friday. And unfortunately, that's when our high pressure that has been, again, really keeping us beautiful this week is going to start slipping away. Bad timing because then the low has nowhere to go but up here. And you can see that rain coming very, very close as we head into early Saturday morning. Now, there have been some okay trends here. Again, we talked about this last night. I think we're very likely going to get some quantity of rain, but the timing aspect of this and the quantity of the rain, those are still the two things that are in question here. Why is that? Well, again, it looks like nothing's stopping the storm, right? We get a last-second reprieve from another area of Canadian high pressure that slides down here into the weekend, and you can see places like New York and Pennsylvania, northern portions of New England likely being kept dry because of that, even though the clouds are going to start streaming up. But again, the heaviest stuff looks like it may stay offshore right now. It's just a matter of, do we get, a couple tenths of an inch, and the Euro would indicate that some light rain here across the area, and you go farther north and west, maybe nothing at all. These yellows and red, these deep colors that you see offshore here, those indicate some 2 to 4 inch rainfall amounts. The GFS also has that scenario with the heaviest stuff offshore, but it does bring the moderate rainfall amounts a little bit further north. So this scenario would likely give us a little bit more rain. Now, there are some indications that that same low pressure center could gather some tropical characteristics. If that were to happen, there would be a little bit of a wind component with the storm, but it would likely, again, weaken as it came north. And I'm not expecting any kind of tropical storm force, rain or wind with that system, again, because of that high pressure coming in from the north. We do also have to keep an eye on this, a wave that just came off the African coastline, a very high chance of development as we go forward here in time. And there, as you can see, Nigel just churning out in the middle Atlantic. That's going to pull up and away and not impact any land. 51 is your temperature tonight. It is going to be even a little bit chillier than it was this morning. Again, this is your city low. You go out into the suburban areas or the more rural areas, you're likely going to see some upper 40s tomorrow. So chilly start, very, very nice, though, by the time we warm things up into the afternoon. And again, very similar to today, abundant sunshine and comfortable seasonable temperatures. Now, speaking of temperatures, this might be the warmest days that we get going forward here. It looks like by the time we get to the weekend and then continuing into next week, we're only going to be in the 60s. So, hey, not always, Alyssa, does it work out where you enter a season and the temperatures correspond. That's going to be the case this time, of course, fall, first day on Saturday. Again, we'll be keeping you posted on that weekend rain scenario.